Hey guys, what's up? Gamer Joe Coffee here. I am back with another video. I've been working on this one for a minute, so I want to get all this information out. There's a lot to it. I want to cover everything for the new patch. That way, those of us who may not have completed everything can knock it out before the end of the patch. And then that way, you guys don't miss out on anything. Most of the stuff should be brought around again eventually, but I don't want you to miss Lunar New Year stuff while it's here. There is a lot to get. It is required a lot of grinding. Believe me, I've been working on it. So real quick, we're going to dive into step by step all the way through the patch notes, every little thing that we're going to cover, everything in the patch, and what you guys can expect and what you guys need to focus on first. And yeah, see you guys on the other side. This board is basically it's an XP bar. I don't think a lot of us understood that when we first did this. It's actually an XP bar. And that bar is progressed by weekly wants, weekly quests, daily quests, as well as completing these bundles over here. There are multiple ways to do it. I like completing the bundles because each bundle rewards you with Kilima coins and Lunar Path XP. As well as some relationship points, but I don't need those right now. So I do like getting the Kilima coins at the very least. So I do complete all 4, even if I've already gotten my chests. Now, what are the rewards from the bulletin board? This is what you need to know. What are the rewards? Why am I doing this? So first things first, we have Zeki coin and snowballs, nothing important. But we do have here, we have some coral, we have some paper lantern bugs, and some duskwing butterflies. Now, you may ask yourself, why are they giving us those? They also give us coral, light lantern bugs, and platinum chad. Why are they giving us those? Because there's 2 new dyes available for this event. You can buy them in the Lunar New Year market event. Those dyes require these ingredients to make. This should be enough ingredients to make 5 of each, which gives you 100 dye of each color. So if you're curious as to why they give us these, that's why. These are the recipe ingredients for the dyes. You can make 5 of this dye and 5 of that dye. Good to go. Okay, and then here we got some more snowballs and Series 1 sticker packs. And finally, the Roli. We'll cover the Roli here in a minute, but this Roli is your major reward for completing the entire board. This is a new ranching pet, and we'll cover it here in a minute. But first, I want to cover the individual bulletin board items that you need to complete. So first, Delilah needs some sweet savers. Sweet leaf you can find all over Bahari Bay. Milk you can get from your Ormu or buy it from Zeki. Honey, I believe you can buy from Zeki, or you can find it in the trees in Elderwood, Bahari Bay, and Kilima if you shoot it. No, maybe not Kilima. And if you shoot it out of the trees. Or from your bees if you have bees on your farm. And then starred wheat, which you can easily get from your garden if you're doing a lot of gardening. Okay, secondly, we got Zeki's wheel fixer. So to fix Zeki's wheels, we need some gold, mine gold, and cook that nice and easy. Glass bulbs, easy. It's another easy crafting thing. The thundering eel. So the thundering eel is a rare eel. It is only found in Bahari Bay using worms. So at any time of day in Bahari Bay using worms. In the rivers. So make sure you're hitting the rivers and not the coast. Now, the key with this is it's not starred, so you don't have to find star spots. I would focus on just finding a river and fishing constantly until this dude shows up. There you go. Make sure you're using worms. Bright shrooms, those are all over Bahari Bay as well, near the ruins. But you can also get them from your little pig, your little trufflet dude that pulls the mushrooms. You can get those from him as well. But they are super easy to farm over in Bahari Bay if you chase down the ruins. Okay, and then we have Hadari's home decor fixes. So Hadari had that fire and he needs his home decor fixed. These are expensive. So the ranch house sink, the ranch house mirror, the ranch house wall cabinet, the ranch house table lamp. These require a ton of materials. It's mostly glass, a little bit of silver, probably, I believe, some copper maybe, and then sapwood was my big problem. It requires a metric ton of sapwood. These also require some bulbs for the lamp, but it required a ton of sapwood, and I don't really hoard sapwood that much, so I did have to go get some for that. And lastly, supporting local vendors. Now, These come from first off, the fancier breed biscuit comes from ranching, nice and easy. I believe you can buy it from the ranching vendor if you have guild tokens, nice and easy. Zeki's original taiyaki and Reth's noodle rolls come from the Lunar New Year. You do have to have tickets to buy it, and you have to buy 5 of each. You might get a starred one, which you can put down on your property as a decoration, but you can use the unstarred for this. I'm trying to get a starred noodle roll now, and I've got like 5 of these in my inventory on top of this because I cannot get the starred one for the life of me. But that's where those two come from. Now, the Dragon Firework. There is a little key here if you haven't gotten it yet. There is an achievement or a sticker book in the Lunar New Year that you can complete by shooting off, I believe it's 20 fireworks to complete the entire sticker book. That rewards you with a recipe for the Phoenix firework. But when you complete the second tier, which I believe is 10 fireworks, you get 2 free dragon fireworks. So if you get those, hold on to them, hoard them, only use them for this because these dudes are so expensive. The other 3 you're going to have to buy from the Lunar New Year. That's 2,000 a pop. That's 6,000 tickets to complete this part right here. Aside from the achievement, if you were to buy them outright, that would be 10,000 tickets. That is nuts. It's nuts. But I got them all complete. I got all the boards complete. We're good to go. That is the bundle board for this patch. You'll want to make sure you at least, you don't have to complete these, but you want to make sure you at least unlock the Roli, because this voucher will give you a free Roli, but also unlock the Roli permanently. So you want to make sure you complete this before the event is over and the next patch starts. But they should be introducing these in future ways. I know like the Lunar New Year from last year, they introduced into the Kill-em-a-Coin store. So hopefully they do that. But yeah, so on to the next thing. Okay, so next we're going to cover the Path of the Shred. I have completed the Path of the Shred, and we're going to go everything with you. As with before, we have the new path system where we have the skill XP in general helps level up the path as on top of the dailies. So my recommendation is that you work on your daily quests every single day. You can get a full level every day if you just do that. And then everything else you do, even if you're maxed out level like me, eat focus food. Eat your focus food. It increases your XP, which increases your Lunar Path XP. So I would focus on eating focus food, as well as you get a bonus from rest XP, which isn't super important to know about. But basically it means if you don't log in every day, you get a bonus to help you catch up to everybody else. But it's not super important to know about. It's just a nice little feature. So the Path of the Shred wasn't kind of crazy. I did like some of the stuff, but a lot of it was repeats. We've seen a lot of repeats before, but this one to me was probably the least impressive of all of them to this point. But I really did like the Path of the Cardigan, and that might just be biased. But so Path of the Shred, we have Proudhorn Street Skater Top, which I really like this because of the skateboard on the back, but I wish that was applicable to other outfit items or something, but it is really, really cool on the back there. The second item, which is the free item, you'll see this is the premium. This is a free item. Is 2 Bahari board decor items that display in your house. These are also available from, I believe, the 6th style comes from the Zeki coin, and the Chapa Hut comes from the regular Maji market. The third one is to build a half pipe. It's 32 pieces of wood building blocks. Nothing too crazy. Another premium item are the pants that go with that top. You can see they got knee pads on them, which is super cool. Next is a sandbox timer, which is, to me, I can get 1 million of those at the vendor for the housing line. Emberborn fence for the Path of the Shred. This isn't too bad. It is 200 fence. 200 Emberborn fence, and Emberborn fence isn't cheap, so I don't mind it. It's not crazy, but I don't mind it compared to some of the other stuff. We have this little skull cap, the skater hat. That's kind of cool looking. I'm probably not going to use it. The Banded Ferris, I love this little dude. I actually got him on sale from the store before this path, so I believe they discounted my premium pass for that. But this little dude's super cute. 3 more boards. So these are the boards that hang on the wall. And then we got bounce pads. 2 bounce pads. Nothing too crazy. The gardener pants. I really like these pants. So these pants are not that unique. They're kind of plain, but I like that. They have pockets. They're kind of like a standard cargo pants, and there's nothing too crazy about them. But because of that, I like them because they are fairly simple compared to a lot of the stuff we have in Palia for outfits. Gold half-pipe building kit. 32 pieces of gold building blocks. This one's not crazy, but I do like it. I have been building a little bit with the building block. If you saw my stream where we did our cooking party, my cooking party area is built out of building blocks of gold. Or if you've seen my couple sneak peeks I've given of my castle I'm working on, I've got 100 of these dudes over there, and I need more every day. So that's actually not bad for me. I don't mind it. And they are expensive, so it is a nice expensive reward. If you want to use gold building blocks, you don't have to buy them as much. It saves you a little bit of money. Next, we got the gardener top. So I like the gardener top. It's kind of simple and cute, but the ultimate thing right here is the little thing in the pocket. The little pocket. It looks like there's like something in the pocket. That's kind of cute looking. And then finally, we have the free skater style hair. This is free. It don't scream skater to me, but it is what it is. But it is free, so hey, you can't beat that. It also comes with a super lucky prize. I noticed this last time, but I didn't realize it until I completed it. You get a free super lucky prize for completing the Path of the Shred and the Path of the Cardigan. The final one gave you a free super lucky prize, super lucky coin here, which is basically the same thing. So yeah, that's kind of cool. It's a nice little bonus prize at the end. But that's the Path of the Shred, and next we'll go on to the next one. So the next thing I want to cover real quick is the barn-related stuff. First off, we have the Roli. The Roli is like an armadillo-themed creature. Now, I had initially assumed that he would provide bugs. I thought that would be kind of a cute thing because the other one, the Buvar, provided fish. I thought it'd be cute to have one that provided bugs for us. Kind of random bugs from everywhere would be kind of cool. Instead, we've got salt. So this dude digs up salt. It doesn't sound exciting, but it is free salt for your cooking recipes, as well as the pink salt is kind of cool. It's unique. It's not really that special, but it is an extra valuable salt. So if you're doing a cooking party to make money and you need salt for your recipe, if you have pink salt, I believe it increases the value. It's almost, I think 10 times the value of normal salt, if I remember correctly. I think normal salt's like 5 value and the pink salt's value 50. So I don't know how that directly impacts the final dish cost, but that was the intent, was that it would increase the final dish cost and help boost cooking parties a little bit. Just as a small benefit from having your ranch. So that's the Roli right there. Nothing too crazy. I'm probably not going to use one. I might. I don't know. Right now, I need a way for them to automate feeding where I can put food in a feeder or decrease the cost and a time effort of feeding and visiting, because to me, it's not worth it with the current cost and time investment. But Roli's kind of cool. I like him. If I had time to feed him and manage the ranch, I would, but I just don't have time, so I don't bother. Next is the water tower. So if you are over here in your ranch, take a left and go all the way to the end of the path. There is a water tower here that used to be bugged. It used to be a bug, used to be a glitch that you could pick up this thing and put it in your property. Kind of cool. So Singularity 6 said, you know what? We like that. We're just going to let you keep it. So now if you walk up to this and look up, you'll see it says F for water tower for me. If I hit F, it says I've already gathered it. So what you get when you gather it, you'll get a buildable water tower for your main property, as well as a recipe to craft more. Now, if you're looking for it in your inventory, it won't be there. It'll be like your building blocks for your house or whatever. It'll go straight into your building inventory. So make sure you go back to your house and do your overhead view, and it should be on the left as a blueprint. Put it down. I think you have to give it a little bit of wood and copper, I believe. And it'll build it, and then you'll have a water tower. And you can craft more of the blueprints as you go. But yeah, that's kind of cool. That's nice and simple. The last thing I want to cover is the entirety of the Maji market. This is going to take a minute, so bear with me. We're going to cover everything from beginning to end, try to cover all the rewards and everything. So this is going to take a second. Okay, so I'm at the Lunar New Year, the Maji market location. first things first, you should be getting these blank wish ribbons in the mail from Shane. These are pretty useful if you want tickets or gold. I recommend using the tickets. You can get renown too, but renown's not crazy. I got 8,000 renown. I got nothing to spend it on. So right now I'm using it to get more tickets. So what you do is you get this in the mail from Shane. You come over to the Maji Market Lunar New Year area, and you come visit this little table over here, and you'll have 3 options. You have prosperity, which gives you gold. You have longevity, which gives you renown. And you have luck, which gives you the lucky tickets. That's what I want. So you dye your ribbon. You can have multiple ribbons in your inventory at once and dye them all and go submit them all at once. If you want, I've been doing mine day by day. Every now and then I get that extra one because I forget to do it. But so you dye it, and then you come over here to the wish tree. You hit F on the wish tree, and you're gonna put it up into the tree. You release your wish up into the tree. You can see my little blue wish there. It goes up into the tree with everybody else's wishes, and now we wait. So from my experience, it takes roughly an in-game day, roughly an hour IRL. You'll get a notification on the left-hand side of the screen, but you might miss it. So I would recommend every time you come here checking this little booth over here. This is where you retrieve your wishes. And these will give you a box to open, and that box will contain renown, gold, or lucky tickets, depending on your wish. That is how you use the wishes. There is a sticker book stamp card right here to do a certain number of wishes. Right here, if you make 9 wishes, you get the lucky wish tree. So I do recommend you work on that. Speaking of stamp cards, let's go over these real quick. By visiting the Maji Market, by just showing up, you get a Year of the Riffrock poster, which is super cool. For spending lucky envelopes, you get more lucky envelopes. Nothing crazy. By playing Hot Pot, you get these cool little blue wall decors. So those are kind of nice. Little wall plaque things. For playing Hot Pot and winning, you get in My Belly. If you win 7 times, you get this decorative Hot Pot that goes on your property. Now there is a second thing tied to this that I want to mention. If you want the nameplate for the Lunar New Year, you have to complete 7 wins. You have to complete Get in My Belly 3 to unlock the nameplate that I'll show you later. So make sure you keep in that mind. Even if you don't care about this Hot Pot, but you want the nameplate, you have to complete Get in My Belly 3. Okay, on to the next one. We have Make It Boom. I mentioned this earlier. The first one gives you the Phoenix fireworks. The second one gives you 2 dragon fireworks. So these are the ones that cost 2,000 a pop, and you need them for the board. It says 5, but I believe it's 10. And if you shoot 10 random fireworks of any kind off, you'll get 2 of these super expensive dragons to turn into the board. And then when you complete 20, it says 10, but it's 20, you'll get the recipe for the Phoenix firework, which is super cool. I love learning recipes, even if, I'm not going to really necessarily use fireworks. And so that's for 20 fireworks. Okay, Chappa Chase is next. You caught a total of 100 Chappas during the Chappa Chase. So there's not really a whole lot here, but you do get a lunar anemone flower. It's something to collect. I'm going to collect it. I had to complete it and had to collect it. But it is that is all encompassing. So that is no matter how many games you've played, as long as you've caught a total of 100 across every single game you've played, you'll get that lunar anemone flower. Next is the Zeki's prize wheel. So as you spend tickets or as you win games of Hot Pot, you'll get coins to spend at Zeki's prize wheel. Zeki's prize wheel mostly gives you gold, other tickets, gives you lucky tickets, could give you fireworks. There's not really a whole lot it does. It's just another way to get a couple extra bonus tickets. But when you complete spinning the prize wheel 5, 10, and 15 times, you get the blue ornament, the pink ornament, and the orange ornament that hang from your ceiling, and they're like little decorative Lunar New Year decorations. We'll take a look at all these at the end. All the luck, you earn 2,000 lucky envelopes. You get a couple free Lunar New Year tokens. Nothing crazy. Lucky Chappa Champion. You have to catch 20 Chappas in one game, and that gives you 250 lucky envelopes. Again, there's nothing crazy here. If you miss this one, it's not a big deal. It's more important that you grind the 100 Chappas for that flower. I mentioned they made 9 wishes. When you make 9 wishes, you'll get the lucky wish tree, which looks really cool. Really cool. And then you find all the treasure chests. So if you haven't seen my last video, I made a video covering all the treasure chest locations because I wanted to go ahead and get that out immediately. Once you find all the chest locations, you get the Lunar New Year wall banner and the Lunar Anemone flower. I showed these off on the treasure video, so I'm not going to recover those, but we will probably see it on my wall when we go view everything else that belongs to the rewards for this Lunar New Year. So I want to cover real quick what can you do at the Lunar New Year. Well, at midnight every night, just like the regular Maji Market, the Choppa chase happens. This fence releases a bunch of Choppas, and you have to run around and catch all the Choppas and drop them off. That's the Choppa chase, nice and simple. Then you have hot pot everywhere. This is the new style of hot pot that doesn't allow spamming. It's okay. It's okay. I don't care about the spamming, but I don't like doing it myself. I prefer playing. So to me, it's kind of helpful for that. People are forced to play it. But I've been playing it a lot. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice having a bunch of hot pot out here and a bunch of people playing hot pot. Just boom, 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 game after game. So that's kind of nice. If you win, even if you lose, you get tickets as your reward. Kind of like you get gold in the underground, you get tickets here. If you win, you get the Lucky Zeki coin. The Lucky Zeki coin comes over here, and you spin this wheel, and that's what gives you the chance of getting more tickets or fireworks or gold even. There's a couple of things there. It's not too bad. Okay, guys, so real quick before we get started on all the items you can buy, we're going to cover the nameplate because it is unique. The nameplate is sold over here by Zeki at Zeki's Lucky Catch. This is the Year of the Riffrock nameplate. The reason this is unique is because it doesn't show up here when you've already purchased it. It disappears. So I do want to cover that real quick. It costs 6,000 tickets, and it requires the sticker book earlier that I mentioned, or the stamp book, that I mentioned about Get in My Belly 3. You have to win the Hot Pot minigame 7 times, and then 6,000 tickets will get you the Year of the Riffrock nameplate. Okay, now we're going to start from this side, and we're going to go all the way around and cover all the items you can get in detail. So, starting with the Choppa Chase, we have the Golden Riffrock plush. Got a few of these guys. They're adorable. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. These items, the Choppa Hut pillows, are available through the regular Maji Market, so we're not going to cover them. The LNY Soji screen, I got one of those. We've got the short lamppost, tall lamppost, corner lamppost, New Year bench, New Year banquet chair, New Year banquet table, decorative fruit. And then the Choppa Hut mini Maji plush is also from the regular Maji Market, so we don't care about that one. We can get that later. So there's a lot of items here, and this one alone took me a minute to chew through all the Lunar New Year stuff, as well as the Golden Riffrock plush. So that's quite a few items there. Over here in the Choppa Hut itself, a lot of these items are normal Choppa Hut items from the Maji Market, so we're not going to cover them. The 2 new items I do want to cover, as we mentioned before, there are 2 new tents. There's the Celebration tent and the Riffrock tent. Those cost 700 tickets each. This recipe here you can see requires 2 coral, 3 paper lantern bugs, and a duskwing butterfly, which was the first reward that we got with all the ingredients. And then the Riffrock tent requires 2 coral, 3 paper lantern bugs, and 1 platinum chad, which is the second reward that we got that had ingredients in it. That's the Choppa Hut. It's only the 2 items. Once you get those, you ain't got to worry about it. Go over here to Zeki's Lucky Catch. If you haven't done the Lunar New Year last year, there's probably a lot here for you. I'm one of those. I didn't have any of these wallpapers or nothing, so this is all brand new to me. So, Zeki's Lucky Catch, as I mentioned, has the nameplate, but aside from that, it has the fireworks wallpaper, the Year of the Riffrock wallpaper, 3 different colors. We have red, we have orange, and we have blue. We have all the Zeki Taiyakis. Now, these are available through the normal Maji Market, so don't feel too pressured to get those, as well as the Maji Market basket is available through the regular Maji Market, so don't feel too pressured to pick that up. These last 6 wallpapers here as well. Vermilion Tile, Painted Scroll, River Guardian, Leaning Bamboo, Tranquil Waves, and Lucky Coin wallpaper. These are all available through Zeki, and they do cost a pretty penny each. This took a lot of grinding to complete, but we are done with it. I have all the items. So on to the next one. Down here, Reth. Reth is next. Reth stall right here. Reth has a few new cool items here. A T10, a treasure box, a harvest basket, and a market basket. Those are cool, as well as some unique stuff that is not available through the regular Maji Market vendor as far as cooking wise. He does sell a lot of cooked items, but these are not necessarily available through the regular Maji Market. You do have to remember, for the food items to get the stars, you do have to buy them a few times. So be sure you're careful about that. This may cost you a few tickets. The Lumpia noodle rolls, bonchung, and the spicy takeouts. All of those, as well as the, I believe it's the rice cake stir fry and the lucky braised fish recipe. I didn't have two of these, and I don't remember which one specifically. I believe it's these last two. I know the lucky braised fish I didn't have. That was for the Lunar New Year for sure. One of these others was for Lunar New Year as well, but make sure you pick those up. Those are important. Then they only cost gold, so it's not a big deal. But these takeouts are nice, but if you have done the achievement, the sticker books, here, one of these sticker books, here it is. Get in My Belly 1 gives you the standard hot pot takeout, all 4 of them. Get in My Belly 2 gives you all 4 starred. So if you haven't completed the hot pot mini game, get in My Belly 2, I would save your money and use these on your house as decoration instead of buying them from Reth, unless you want more than one, because these gives you one of each, which is nice and easy. So we got those, we've got the foods, and the recipes, and that's about it. That is Reth. So after Reth, we're gonna come over here, and there is Delilah and Badaru over here hanging out by her stall. Delilah has some new food as well. Delilah has 8 treasure rice. Delilah has Nian Gao, fried sesame balls, almond cookies, hopia, capsay, and a Maji Market fruit post that costs 4,000, but is a nice, cool little decoration. So there's only one furniture item here. The rest of these you're going to have to gamble for to try to get the starred version to put on your property if you want it. But yeah, there's the one recipe or one decor and 6 food items that you can roll for. The last but not least is Hadari. Hadari has the dragon firework, as I mentioned before. This costs 2,000 lucky envelopes, but you need them for the board. It's super expensive. As well as that, he sells some random fireworks. I don't really care about those as much. But down here, he has the Maji Market lantern and the tall lantern, which I'm going to get me a couple of those for sure. So there is a ton of stuff for you to buy. There's a ton of stuff for you to buy. I haven't got everything yet, and there is just, there's a lot to buy here, and I am broke when it comes to tickets. I play Hot Pot as much as I can, and I try to get as many tickets as I can, but there's just so much to buy. I like that they kept things from last year, and hopefully they just continue to do that, where you just add new items to the list for us to grind for every year. That way people who didn't get them last year can make an attempt to get them this year. But do make sure you prioritize your purchases unless you're just planning to grind them all out. I want to grind them all out, but it takes a pretty minute, so be careful of that. Next, we're going to go to my property and look at some of these rewards. Okay, so we are in my Maji Market corner here, and you can kind of see it's chaos because everything's kind of crammed in here. I eventually want to rebuild this house, so I haven't bothered rearranging and decorating things too much, but there's a lot of this stuff here that we're going to talk about. So first things first, this is the banner you get for finding all the treasure chests, so that's right there. Next, this is your wish tree that you get for completing 9 wishes, I believe it was total. There's your little hot pot that you get for winning hot pot so many times. We have the Year of the Rift Rock poster down here. You can see my Year of the Naga up there. We have the Lunar New Year blue ornament here and the Lunar New Year orange ornament here. I don't have the red one up, but we're going to slap it right in the middle, or pink, my apologies. Pink, so we're going to slap it right up there. We have the blue wall decor behind it. We've got the pink wall decor right there. And then we have the orange wall decor right there. So that's what those look like. They're cool little, you know, wall decor things. Nothing too crazy. We do have the little corner chair. We do have the table. We do have the bench. So that's what those look like. We do out here, we do have the tall lamppost and the short lamppost, as well as the street corner lamppost. I also have the basket here. Let me put it down. The New Year decorative fruit basket. We have the adorable Riff Rock plush. Yes, we do. Look at that bad boy. I'm going to take him back with me. We have this little basket here. We have, I believe, one's the market basket, and then that one's the harvest basket. We do have the new screen, the Soji screen, which is kind of cool. The little treasure box and the T10. Those are super cool looking. And then we have the wallpapers. So it's kind of crowded in here. You can see, like I said, I'm going to have to work on this. So I'm going to go over here and cover the wallpapers real quick. First, we have the Year of the Riff Rock wallpapers. Those are the basic ones. We're just going to look at that. There's the red one. There's the orange one. And there's the blue one right there. Nice. Kind of nice and kind of Asian-y style, like paper wall kind of decor. There is the firework wallpaper, which I really like because it has a 3D feel. They don't feel like they're like, you can see the fireworks go behind each other. They got like a 3D feel, which is kind of cool. This is the hello, not valid plate. There we go. That is the vermilion tile. That's what I thought it was. Then we got the painted scroll. There's another painted scroll, which is this one right here. Boom. That's another painted scroll. Then we have this one, which is the River Guardian. Looks like the little snake. Leaning Bamboo. We have the Tranquil Waves. And we have the Lucky Coin. So those are all the wallpapers you can get that I have so far. Like I said, I'm missing a couple of the decor items that we talked about during the little tour of the shops. But that is everything you can get. I still got to go grind a bunch more. I wanted to get this video out. That way you guys kind of knew beginning to end what to do. Very, very, very simple. Lunar New Year. Every day, do your wish ticket. Pick it up when it's ready, an in-game day later. You get one per real-life day. Every day, every night at 6 p.m. till 3 a.m., go do the hot pot. Go play hot pot with a bunch of people. If you can, at midnight, go do the Choppa Chase. Now, you don't have to do the Choppa Chase. What I like to do is I like to go over there and hit one of the Choppas, pick him up and turn him in, and then come back and play the hot pot, because you get the bonus for being in a group without having to like sit there and actually do the Choppa Chase, which I don't care for. So that is a nice little trick there if you're just interested in getting a little bonus while you're doing your hot pot. But yeah, do your hot pot, do your Choppa Chase, find all 6 treasure chests, and do your daily wish once every real life day, and you'll have as many tickets as you can get, as well as Twitch drops give tickets. And then some of the events are giving tickets. I think Reth's Hot Pot gives tickets, or Reth's Super Bowl gives tickets, but I'm not positive. I know we hit 2 million, but I don't think we've hit 3 million quite yet. But yeah, I think there's a lot to this, and it takes a lot, so I recommend you take notes and go down them. Knock off some of the easy stuff, like the go get the craftable water tower. Go ahead and knock that out. Do your bundle board and get your Roli, and then focus on grinding all of the Lunar New Year stuff. It's a lot to it, but hopefully this video helped you. Hopefully it covered everything and you guys got to see some of the stuff you might be interested in. Sylvie is currently moving my mouse right now. If you can't tell, that's her doing that. I love her to death, but she's a little goofball. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope this really helped you, and I hope I see you guys again Hope you guys have an amazing day and an even better cup of coffee. See you guys next time. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Why did the coffee break up with the tea? Because it found the relationship too steep. See you guys next time. Have an amazing day and an even better cup of coffee. Thank you to all my YouTube members for your amazing support. It truly means the world and helps us keep this channel going. I really do appreciate it.